Hi, this is Diane Love to Bake, and what we're going to make are raspberry coconut cookies. So let's get started. I'm going to be using my stand-up mixer, but of course you can use your hand mixer. We're going to start off with a half a cup of shortening. Now if you don't like using shortening, this might not be the recipe for you. But they really do make delicious cookies. The next thing that we're going to be putting in is a half a cup of brown sugar. And I'm going to start to cream that on low. Just put the brown sugar a little at a time, and there's the rest of it. We're also going to be putting in granulated sugar, and we're going to be putting in 6 tablespoons of granulated sugar, and beat and cream that together. All right, once you do that, we're also going to be putting in 1 egg that I've had at room temperature. That all together so it's all combined. And now we're going to be putting in 1½ cups of all-purpose flour plus 2 tablespoons. So once again, it's 1½ cups of flour plus 2 tablespoons extra of flour. And I'll just start beating that in. And raise my speed up a little bit. At this point, it'll be more of a dry mix. It'll look kind of grainy. And you're going to put in a 1/4 cup of water. And then start beating that in. You're also going to put a ½ teaspoon of almond extract. If you don't have almond extract, go ahead and use vanilla. That will work out just fine. We're going to be putting in a ½ teaspoon of baking soda. And we're going to put also a ½ teaspoon of salt. And beat that in. I'm just going to go to the bottom of the bowl and make sure the sides are clean of the bowl. And we're also going to be needing coconut. So we're going to be putting in a cup of coconut. And that's sweetened coconut. And then just beat that in on high for a second or 2. Then once you do that, I want to get my chattel out of here. There we go. And you're going to need a cookie tray or pan. And what you're going to do is you're going to take 2/3 of a cup out of the cookie dough. So I'm just going to grab some here with my spatula and fill this 2/3 of a cup. And I'm going to reserve this much of the dough for the moment. So that was 2/3 of a cup I'm putting on reserve. The next thing that you're going to do is you're going to form 1-inch balls. Now this dough is going to be a bit sticky on your hands. Just make a 1-inch ball, and you want to place them at least 2 inches apart. Now once you do that, then either use your finger or the end of a wooden spoon works good, and just make a hole about 3/8 of an inch. once you do that, you also have 1/3 of a cup of seedless raspberry jam. So that's 1/3 of jam. And then you're going to put this 1/2 teaspoon of jam inside the cookie. Now you don't want to fill it too much because it will leak out. Now once you do that, I just want to show you what it looks like so far. They'll look like that. And again, just make a 1-inch ball. So I usually tend to use a teaspoon to kind of judge. The more you make them as you go along, you won't even probably need to be that careful if they're an inch or a little bit bigger. But do make that, and then just make a hole in the center, or use your finger to make a little well. And once you make the well, just take a 1/2 teaspoon of your jam and fill that. Now what you're using this dough for, the 2/3 that we reserved, you take about a teaspoon of that. And what I like to do is I just like to flatten it out a little bit like that, and then lay it on top of your cookie. And then just cover the top, seal it as best you can, and then just roll the ball in your hand. And again, these cookies they're going to flatten as they bake, so I would suggest to put them about 2 inches apart. So again, you have that inch of, not that inch, I'm sorry. You have a teaspoon of dough, flatten it in your fingertips, put it on top of the cookie, seal it, and then just roll it back into the ball. And you're going to bake these cookies at 375 degrees from 10 to 12 minutes. So again, start checking them about 8 minutes or so, because as you know, all cookies, and well, they can come up different in ovens, so temperature can range. And then you're going to have cookies that come out like this. Now many of them you might not be able to see the jam inside. I actually like when you have them come out like this, so that you can see that there's a filling in them. And but they will come out varying with, sometimes you'll see the jam, you'll bake them up, and sometimes you don't see them at all. But when they're broken into, and I'll show you, they have this moist, crispy cookie on the outside, and then they have that delicious raspberry jam on the inside. So it's really a quick little recipe to make. I hope you like this one. If you do, leave a comment. I'd like to hear from you. And as always, thanks for watching, and please subscribe.